guys. I want to ask you to not take off. Stick around. You gotta hear this. You're gonna want to hear this. I know the title was a little clickbaity, but it's not really. So last night there was a little drama that I didn't create exactly in the CFMOTO Z950 owners group. Well, I created a 950 Nation, which I may rename to Z950 Nation. Let me know down in the comments what you think. And the owner got a little butthurt because I created that group, and so did a couple other people. They got a little upset that I created that group because I don't own a 950 and I bash it. We're going to get into that, but I'm not bashing the 950. I never did. I never will. But I'll explain in a minute. So, in the midst of him messaging me on my other account, and I didn't see it until later on, I was trying to help a fella here. My comment is actually above. You just can't see my name. But I was in the middle of helping him, and then the admin decided to turn off my commenting, so I couldn't comment. So I called him out in ZForce Nation because I'm trying to help someone, and that's what I do. And he commented on it and said that all I was doing was talking about my 800 and it's a 950 group, blah blah blah. I didn't even mention my CFMOTO or my wife's CFMOTO or my buddy's CFMOTO. I didn't even mention anything about CFMOTO. I was trying to tell the guy how to get the water out of his engine because he sank it. I was trying to help him out. Well, I can't help him out because I got comments turned off. But in the gist of everything, the conversations that are in the groups, you kind of see the whole story. So you can go over there and read everything because it's up, it's still there. You know, when you get a group owner that's as asinine as he is and don't care about his group members, that's a problem. Because for somebody like me, I take what I do seriously, very seriously. And sure, I can be a jerk in some of the groups. Sure I can. So can you, so can other people. It just depends upon the situation. So he implies that all I care about is my YouTube views. Sure, I do care about them. But they're not the end of the world. If my YouTube views was the end of the world and I was really pushing them, I'd have done quit YouTube a long time ago, wouldn't I, babe? I mean, she's sitting right here. I don't know if you can see her in the camera, but should tell you, I work very hard doing what I do, and I make zero money in the groups doing it. Now, the owner of the CFMOTO Z950 group, he implied that all I want to do is make money. That's not true at all. I do not make money on anything I do inside the groups. I do not make money on anything I do inside my messenger. I do not ask people for money. I do not any of that stuff, and I will not do it. I created my YouTube channel to help people because the world is going to hell. Nobody wants to help anybody these days unless it involves the greenbacks. You know what? There's more to this world than there is Benjamins, okay? I'm just telling you. And that's why I created my YouTube channel. Because everywhere you go, whether it's in the groups on Facebook, whether it's an automotive shop, whether it's a power sports dealer, etc., you cannot pick up that phone and call up one of those shops and ask for some advice. You know what they're going to tell you? Well, bring it in, I'd have to look at it. No, listen, I'm a mechanic. This is what I do for a living. And if my phone rings and a customer says, hey man, I did a tune-up on my such and such car, and ever since then it kind of misfires. Well, I'm gonna tell him, check this, this, and this. If you can't get it, bring it into me. I'll gladly help you. That is my attitude. That is how I do things in this fucking world. You gotta help people. Period. Plain and simple. Don't be money hungry, greedy fucks. It ain't gonna get you anywhere at all. Ever, never. Being helpful will get you farther in the world than being greedy will. And that is why I started the ZForce Nation group. Because I was tired of all the power hungry admins. People say stuff in my group all the time that I don't like. But I don't go booting them and blocking them. The only time I boot somebody or block somebody is if I've absolutely had enough of their stuff or if enough people complain. I don't just go boot somebody because they say something I don't like. There's 950 owners in my group that talk smack about the other Z-Forces. That is their opinion. Now, they're not really being asinine. They're just stating their opinion. They're just saying, well, it looks like a ratted out old 800 Razor or whatever. Well, to them, maybe that's what it looks like. To me, the Z950 is ugly. Okay? I've never bashed it. I've only ever stated that it's ugly and it doesn't impress me. What would impress me is, if whether it was ugly or not, what would impress me is if CFMOTO put a better engine in it, which is exactly what CFMOTO should have done. They should have held on that design instead of pushing it out the door. They should have put at least 110, 120 horsepower non-turbo or turboed engine in that thing. I'm a little disappointed with the Z950, which is why I didn't buy one. And I'm here to tell you, whether I think it's ugly or not, I probably would have bought one had it not had the same old engine they've been spewing out in the ZForce 1000s for years. Usually, when a company comes out with a new product, they come out with a new driveline for it also, and a power plant. CFMOTO didn't do that. CFMOTO used the same driveline, same engine they've been using for years. Now granted, on this side of things, it's good. On this side of things, it's retarded. This side of things, because they know it's reliable, etc., etc. But if you want to grow the market, you put out a whole, basically a different machine. I don't even know why they even called it a ZForce, because it should be called something else, like its own thing. And they should have put a totally different power plant in it. That's just my take on things. I'm not bashing the machine. It's a good machine. I love CFMOTO. No matter what CFMOTO machine that you have or whatever. I love CFMOTO. Period. Plain and simple. I don't care what it looks like or any of that. I just care that I don't like it and I'm not going to buy it because I don't like it. And I probably would have bought one. Probably would have. Had it impressed me with the newer engine. That's just my take on that. Now, we got to get into why I do this stuff exactly. This is my hobby. All of this, what you see on my channel, is my hobby. It's what I like to do, guys. Yes, I make money with YouTube. No, it isn't that much money. The money being made on YouTube is not even worth even messing with if you're worried about the money. because you're not going to get rich off of YouTube. And if you do, you got to be like PewDiePie, Whistling Diesel, one of them guys that gets millions of views per video. That is the only way to make any kind of money. But with us CFMOTO YouTubers that are lucky to get a few thousand views per video, we're not making the money that some of you think that we're making. We're just not. You know, if it was all about the money, I would have quit a long time ago, wouldn't I, babe? Would you tell these guys how much money I have put into this channel and gained about 4% of it back?
Yeah.
We've put thousands between me and my wife. She buys stuff for this channel. She buys me stuff all the time. She sees something, she goes, oh yeah, he'd like to have that. He could do a video on that. And she buys it. It ain't about the money, guys. It's about changing the world one person at a time. Helping one person at a time. Putting a change back into society. That's what my channel is all about. Whether you watch it or not, I don't care. That's your choice. But when you do watch my videos, know that I am very prideful of what I do. Sure, I'm not the best editor in the world, but YouTube ain't about having movie style edits. Nobody really cares about that stuff on YouTube. It's YouTube, not Hollywood. You got YouTubers who will spend 10 hours editing a video to make it look good, but the video itself is garbage. And I'm not saying that about any YouTubers that I know personally, but I am saying that about some YouTubers that I've watched in the past. And I find myself, I'd rather just be myself on camera than pretend to be somebody that I'm not. I would rather do what I know how to do on editing, which I think fairly decent. I don't have to have a $10,000 video footage to get views, because most people, they don't like all that extra stuff anyway. They watch YouTube because it's not like watching TV. Watching TV is like watching somebody be somebody that they're not. So with that said, guys, when you watch my channel, know that I put my all into it. Know that you don't get to see everything that goes on. You don't get to see my phone every day. You don't get to see my messenger, my messages that I reply back to. And yes, I reply back to every single message. I help every single person that comes in my inbox. It might take me some time to do it, but I do it. But I felt like this video was necessary. And I know some of you don't like me for whatever reason it may be. I personally don't care if you like me or not. I'm me, I'm gonna be me, I'm gonna keep helping people, and I'm gonna keep pushing forward. And someday, I might be that big YouTuber. I mean, I am growing a lot, a high amount. And no, it's not all about the numbers to me. I don't know where he thought, and you got to go back in the groups and read everything, but he told me that all I thought about was all my YouTube numbers. If it was all about my YouTube numbers, I'm going to tell you this right now. I would not help you in the groups. I would not help you in my messenger. You know why I wouldn't? Well, because it would force you over to my YouTube channel to comment on a video to get your answer. I'm not like that. A lot of YouTubers are. I'm not. Do I need to be? Do I need to start being that YouTuber to get some respect? I don't think so. And I'm not gonna be. Sometimes, sure, you might get a quicker answer over on one of my videos, But then there's also those times where you might get a quicker answer through my messenger. It just depends. Believe it or not, I get a lot of messages while I'm on an app. And sometimes it'll just happen to be my YouTube. Sometimes it'll happen to be my Instagram. Sometimes it'll happen to be my TikTok or Facebook in general. And sometimes I reply back within seconds. Other times, 15 minutes, hour, 2 hours, 6 hours, day, a month. I don't know. I don't think it's ever taken me a month though. Maybe a day at the most. But guys, listen, just because I don't have a 950 does not mean I don't know anything about the machine. In fact, I know a lot about the machine. I've been playing around with stuff in the background. Just because you don't see a 950 on my channel does not mean I don't know anything about them. You can spew that information all you want to, but it's not true. Chances are I can help you a lot more than your local dealer can. Seems to be the way around here. As a matter of fact, I helped a local dealer, not my local dealer, but somebody else's local dealer. They had the dealer message me to get some help on their ZForce machine. As a matter of fact, it was a 950, and I helped said dealer. And I didn't ask anything in return, even though I know the dealer was making money. It's a way of life. But they had the generosity and the courage to reach out and ask for help. And I would much rather see a dealer ask an outsider for help than throw it out the door and tell the customer, I don't know. We don't know what's wrong with your machine. We can't help you. I don't know. You know, I hate seeing that because everything is fixable. It just takes the right mechanic to fix it. And not every mechanic knows everything. So if you're a guy that just picked up a set of wrenches and screwdrivers at Walmart and you think you know everything, you need to take that stuff back, because that's not the attitude to have, because no mechanic knows everything. So I like seeing dealers reach out. I've actually helped in the years of me doing the YouTube, I've helped about 8 or 9, possibly 10, I just roughly off the top of my head, dealers fix CFMOTO machines and all of that stuff. And never once asked for anything in return. So it's not all about the money. But guys, I want to invite you over to my 950 Nation group that I might rename to Z950 Nation. Let me know, definitely. I want to invite you over there because it's going to be ran identically to ZForce Nation. I'm going to try and get some stickers and some shirts out. We're not going to flood the feed with BS. I'm not going to post my machines in there. I probably will post some videos if it can be relatable to the 950 or it can be helpful. I will post those, but my average CFMOTO videos that I make will not be posted in there. So, I mean, just out of respect for you guys, trying to keep it 950 related, even though I don't own one, I'm not gonna own one, I ain't gonna buy one. There's no reason why I can't and won't support you guys. Like I said, I don't bash the machine, I don't hate the machine. I just personally don't care for the looks. It's that easy. It's no different than you going to Walmart and buying the off-brand cream cheese and bringing it over to my house knowing that I eat Philadelphia. And it's the only cream cheese that I eat. It just means that I'm not going to eat your cream cheese. Am I right? Hi, baby. My puppy had to come see me. This is my ride or die chick right here. She's going on a golf cart ride later today. Yeah, later today, her go for a golf cart ride, yeah. But yeah, guys, don't get sore and butthurt over somebody's opinion unless they're absolutely being a jackass about it, being a basher, an actual basher. Brand bashing means somebody's saying that it's garbage, it's junk, it's no good. And CFMOTO has a lot of brand bashers. But so does Razor. But Razor deserves it. CFMOTO so far, from what I've seen, don't deserve it. It actually deserves more credit. Hi, beautiful. You had to come see your dad this morning, huh? I want to thank you guys for stopping in and sticking around. Might as well make it a good time. That's what we're going to have.